The only thing I wanted to do was change all that. Like, it shouldn't be that way. You know what I mean? We should have been able to have a, one, like, first of all, I think they could solve the drug problem with, the right tactics. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't erase drugs, right?
Yeah, you can't. I mean, there's other places that have them and they deal with it,
Yeah.
but we deal with it different. We're gonna lock you up for damn 17 years of your life for having a drug problem.
Dude,
You know what I'm saying?
imagine all those weed convictions, and now weed's legal. All those people served all that time. Yeah, me too. I got pinned with it too. Some weed charges. And you know what? To make it so worse, man, this is why, dude. This is why, man. I need all this. Like, I got to get this all out there. Like, we need to attack the problem. You know what the police did to me? You know this. This is, swear to God, true story. Jesus Christ, my witness. I had that little green Mitsubishi truck. Do you remember that truck?
Yeah.
And remember Ashley?
Yeah.
Okay. I had that truck parked in front of Ashley's house one day with a roach in it, about that big. A little end of a rolled up joint. The police, due to a prior incident, they knew who I was, right? They came and they picked up that truck in front of her house. I was at the mall with her. We were at Augusta Mall in her car. Her parents called us and said, the police are here and they're towing your truck. And I'm like, why? She said, I don't know. They're towing your truck. So they towed the truck. They searched the truck. They found the joint. They put a warrant out. They arrested me. I think I got charged with it was simple possession. I went to court. I pled guilty. Simple possession of marijuana. About 10 or 12 years ago, I had to get a criminal background history check. On my record, for the same date, is that charge, that simple possession of marijuana, misdemeanor on, I think it was like July 13th of 19 something. The same date, right below that, there's another charge. Possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. Felony. Same date. That's the first time I ever heard of that. I didn't even know I had a felony on my record. They put that on my record. Columbia County Sheriff's Department put that.
I got the same thing, man.
And I'm telling you,
I didn't know until 2 years ago. I got a background check and it said that I was a felon. I was like, what?
But I don't care, man. One person in the whole world might not believe me. But God knows, and I know, that's the first time I ever heard of possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. And that was the event that caused the simple possession misdemeanor to get on my record. And it's the same date, and it's the same court system. Columbia County court system is the ones that on my record convicted me for intent to distribute. I had one roach. Jesus Christ, my witness, man. I ain't even exaggerating a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
That is dirty. That is dirty.
We're
talking about the police. They're supposed to be professional lawmen. Professional, honorable lawmen. That's one thing I disagree with Trump. Trump says our fantastic law enforcement. The fantastic good law enforcement, yeah. I love them. But you got 50% that are dirty. They're crooks.
The other 50% don't want to tell them.
Barry, I watched ID last night with my wife. Blow your mind. A cop in Illinois, somewhere outside of Chicago, had been a policeman for 20, 30 something years. He had made his way to lieutenant. He was a lieutenant. Everybody in the town knew him. They loved him. He was like great lieutenant in Illinois, somewhere outside Chicago. About 1 week before he retired, he had 1 week to go. He had supposedly they got some complaints about some intruders or whatever, some trespassers at a concrete plant. So he left it the police station. He left the police station, said he was going to go down and make just a quick run through the cement plant to make sure, check on those trespasser calls he's been getting, right? He went down there. He called in on his radio that he saw 3 subjects and that they were running. And then he called in and said he was in a foot pursuit. And then I can't remember what happened. Maybe I think he called for backup. Then a little bit later, he was found. His backup arrived. As soon as they pulled up, they heard shots. Bow, bow, bow. So they ran in the woods and found him. He was dead. One bullet he had hit his vest. One bullet went in his vest down, and that's the bullet that killed him. Come to find out, I missed part of it. I think he committed suicide, and he was embezzling money from a fund that he set up to help kids who were deprived.
See?
He was stealing the money and using it for his own. It wasn't that much. It was like $50,000, something like that. But he was a lieutenant in the police department all this time, you know? So they're humans too, you know what I mean? And you gotta police them. They need to be policed to make sure that they're following the book. You know what I mean? Because they're the ones we trust. So it's just like a doctor. Just because you're a doctor, don't mean you're a good doctor, right?
Yeah.
And I'm an electrician. Does that mean I'm a good electrician? You know what I'm saying?
Just because you're an electrician?
Just because my name, look, it's right there. I got a degree, you know?
But,
bullshit.
I mean, that says you're
you know what I'm
certified.
saying? Yeah. Doctors, police, electricians, plumbers, carpenters. It's the same thing. They're all humans. And they're subject to temptation. You know what I mean? So, and you know, man, this government, when they get corrupt like that, that's really bad because they affect everybody. You know who sets the example? The leader, right? The leader basically sets your leader of your house. The things you do and the things you say is going to, emulate to your kids. Your kids are going to pick up on that. You're the leader. You set the example. Everybody knows that. That's no secret, right? Who's the leader of America? The president, the vice president, Congress, senators, the governor, all these politicians. Then you got the law enforcement who are a branch of these people, right? When that system becomes corrupt and they're doing dirty, underhanded shit, we lose. Me and you, the people who ain't cops, lawyers, judges, governors, Congress, president, vice president. You know what I mean? If you ain't them and they're dirty, they got all the guns, they got all the missiles, they got all the bombs. You can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You can't do nothing. Like,
no.
What are you going to do?
That's right. And that's right. And you know what?
Are you going to do?
Listen, would you believe that's what's been going on for the past 60 years, 70? I don't know. Yeah. I think since JFK, I think he was the last honest president that was trying to make the government do what it's supposed to do per the Constitution. See what I'm saying? That's our document. That Constitution protects me and you from them. And when they compromise that document, we're losing and they're taking over. And that's what you see happening today. That's exactly what you see. You know what I mean? And I've known this because I'm a problem solver like you, me and you. You know what I'm saying? Problem solving is something that just comes, I don't know why. It's like an OCD thing for me, man. I think of a problem, I realize a problem, I think of how to solve it. You know what I'm saying? And I know that there are things they could do a lot better. I see little things, and I know this, and I'm like, how can I know this? And they're the government, and they don't know this. You know what I mean?
They know it.
Exactly.
Because they know it.
They know it, but they don't care. They don't want to do the right thing. See what I'm saying? They want to do something that profits them, that they benefit from. They're not interested, like road work, construction. How many times you ride past through a construction site and there's barrels, barricades, lights, tractors, dump trucks, all this shit in the middle of the road, one lane, 15 miles an hour when you're trying to go somewhere, and none of that stuff is operating. It's just sitting there. Big ass tractors, dump trucks.
Every day.
It's
right there where I said.
It's empty. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? You know what they do? When the county gets a budget to build a road, the people in charge of awarding the contracts, awarding the bids, when they know there's something coming up, right? Down to two, we're gonna widen Bobby Jones. They have all these plans drawn up. Somebody in the commissioner's office or whoever is in charge, I don't know who's in charge, the county, some of these politicians in there, they go ahead and start a barricade rental company through their brother's nephew's godson who can't tie to them. You can't connect them to me. There's like three layers between that person, the county politician, and the person who opened the barrel rental, little orange barrels with stripes. So they rent them $35 a day. When the guy opens the bid and awards the contract, he awards it to the company that he knows that they started.
Yep. Yeah.
Got a winner. All right, great. Who's next? And that's why you see the barrels, the tractors, the dump truck, all that's rental. And guess what? The longer it sits there, it's a daily rental. So job take 2.5 years to build a road, from here to there.
Yeah, 2 miles.
They get more rich every day.
Yep. By renting the equipment out to themselves.
That's exactly right. They funnel the money. That's basically money laundering. They're stealing the money off the top, funneling it back through their cell. That's what they're doing. And then they hide the money or spend it. That's how they have all these cars, all these houses. They got money stashed away.
Put it in an LLC or a corporation.
Absolutely.
Nothing's in their name.
See, they know the tricks. They know the tricks, especially when they've been in there a long time. They learn the tricks, then they work together. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's what they do, even down to the lower levels, to the county, to the city, to the, they do. That's what our government's been doing to us, man. And that's when Trump came along, got elected, and what did he say on his first speech? When he first got elected, he made a speech, inauguration. Listen to what he says.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to share your screen?
Man,
you don't have to. You can just play the audio if you want.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's going to be clear. I don't know if it'll be clear. Okay, I tried to go through and I wanted to label. I got files that are just numbers and stuff. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know. But you know what they are.
The right file here, but
For too long, a small group in our nation.
yeah, this is one of them. Okay.
You got to share your screen.
All right, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and name this so I don't have to do this again later. Okay.
Every 4 years, we gather on these steps to carry out the orderly and peaceful transfer of power. And we are grateful to President Obama and First Lady Michelle.
This ain't, hold on. This one's for later. Hold on. Yeah, you got to hear that.
Every 4 years, we gather on these.
Oh, no.
I can't really.
Oh, that's it. I got it turned way down.
Together, we will determine the course of America and the world for many.
Huh.
We, the citizens of America.
Okay, well, anyway.
I'm saying, just go to share your screen like you did last time.
Okay, yeah, this is one, huh?
Just go to share your screen like you did last time, and you'll be able to see it.
Okay.
Politicians prospered, but the jobs left, and the factories. That all changes.
Okay. All right. When Trump first took office, had been, his inauguration speech, he said a lot of things that, how when a president speaks or somebody like that speaks, half the time, 99% of people ain't even listening. It's just like, here's this guy, senator speaking, blah, 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 promises, and we'll see. You know what I mean? That's what basically look at a politician, anybody. They promise this, promise that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then when they get elected, they're gone, Uncle Leroy, he said, I was always the type that said, if I get a little money, I ain't gonna leave my neighborhood. He said, as soon as I got my check, I was gone. That's what they do. That's what the politicians do, man. They go out stage, hey, yeah, all right. And then they turn it off and they gone. Bye-bye, I'm out of here. They leave. Oh, look, I got a water spot on the ceiling. Yeah, but anyway, so most people listen to politicians, that's what they do. They just naturally, okay, whatever. And then, but what he said is exactly what me and you were talking about 10, 15 years ago. All those years ago. Listen what he says. Hold on. I got to share my screen. How do I share my screen?
However you did it last time. It should be at the bottom down there.
Oh, yeah, share. Okay. Let me share the audio too.
There you go.
Okay.
For too long, a small group in our nation's capital has reaped the rewards of government while the people have borne the cost.
You see that?
Yes.
You hear what he said?
Yeah, I heard it.
He said, for too long, a small group of people in the government have reaped the rewards while the people have borne the costs. So that is exactly what we used to say. And that's exactly what they've been doing. And see, he brought this to light. He's exposed. If you think about it, everything he says, he's talking about the people behind him. He's slamming them. All of them. They're all back there. The Bushes, Jimmy Carter, the Clintons, all the politicians who've been lifelong up there stealing our money, man. He's calling them out. It's the very people sitting behind him. He is. Listen to this.
Washington flourished, but the people did not share in its wealth.
You hear that? Is that not true, man? Washington flourished. Look at Washington. Look at them politicians, man. They got endless money. Helicopters.
Oh yeah. But the same way with him when everybody's staying in his damn hotel in Washington. So, same thing. We got a benefit.
I mean, of course he's got a business. You know what I mean? He's a businessman. You know what I mean? We are too, basically. But we ain't as successful as him. But you know what? We could have been, because I'm going to tell you this. You might remember I started doing banks. I don't know if you knew that. And something happened. You remember those banking bailouts? About what, 2010? I don't know. Back in the day.
Obama did that.
Yeah, but the banks were crashing, right? The banks were, and they had to be bailed out by the taxpayers. Remember that? Ford, GMC, all them companies, Chevy, I think Ford didn't take the money, but I think Chevy did. I can't remember.
I'm sure all of them did.
Yeah, I mean, those businesses, but I don't know. When I was doing the banks and the banking thing happened, it destroyed my business because I was wiring banks like every day for my own business.
Okay.
And then the banking collapsed. And then we were tearing down banks. And then I had nothing. I had nothing after that. I had to basically start all over from
start all the way over.
Yeah, dude. I was down to nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was down to nothing. I remember one year, and I got my master's license when I was 30 years old, my first one, and I got 4 now. My wife's got a master's degree in education. She's got a master's, right?
Yeah.
We live in a double wide trailer that was just nothing. I mean, it's a double wide trailer. You know what they look like. Is okay. We cleaned Goodwill toys on Christmas Eve night and tried to pass them off as new on Christmas morning.
Right.
We did. We stayed up Christmas Eve night cleaning toys we got from Goodwill. Now that's 2 professionals, got degrees. I got state license. She's got state license. Why should we be cleaning Goodwill toys?
Shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be. You shouldn't be.
At all.
The education system draws so much money, and they waste it, man. They piss it away. They lie to us. You know what they do? They blame it on the teachers. Oh, the teacher's salary, But the only thing paid less than a teacher is a janitor or a lunch lady. It goes lunch lady, janitor, teacher, assistant principal, vice principal, principal, superintendent, assistant superintendent, all the way up to Washington, D.C. That's where you got these salaries like this big, right? Millions. Teachers make squat, man. We was cleaning Goodwill toys. So, you know what I mean? Driving used cars, living in a double wide trailer. It shouldn't be that way. And this is the kind of stuff I knew, man. The government is is dishonest, corrupt. You know what I mean? And that's why when Trump came out and he said these things, because man, I didn't vote for Trump. Honestly, to be truthfully honest, I thought Obama was going to do what Trump did. When Obama was running, I liked Obama. I was for Obama. I wanted to see Obama because I thought, okay, here's an underprivileged black kid. He knows real world problems like me and Barry know. He knows real world problems, and he's going to go in there and all them washed up politicians that's been sitting on the bench collecting our money, Obama's going to straighten them up. He's going to bring the money back to the lower class, back to the middle class, because he knows our problems. He lived the life we live. Donald Trump didn't live our life. Donald Trump never, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure he never sat in traffic in a car, hey, where you can smell gas and smell exhaust. You know what I mean? You remember that? Exhaust leak and you smell a damn exhaust fumes while you're sitting in traffic 95 degrees with no air conditioner in Georgia in the summer heat. You know what I'm saying? He never did that. So when Trump was running, I knew Hillary was going to win anyway. Like, Hillary is a Washington person. She's been Secretary of State, married to the president. She's been a politician all her basically life. She was the wife of the governor. She was a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? I knew Hillary Clinton was going to win. I did.
Yeah.
I did.
I thought so too.
When I woke up in the morning to get ready for work, I turned the TV on, my jaw hit the floor. I said, what? Trump won? Are they sure? Is this right? I didn't care because as far as I know, life is life. Like, we're going to deal with the same shit we dealt
same
with.
Thing. Different person.
It's a different name, a different dude on TV, wasn't it? And that's where we were almost like we were brainwashed, man. We have been believing that life was the way it was, and that's just the way it was. Things were that way, and you know what? Nothing you could do. But that's not true, Barry. Trump exposed a bunch of shit. And now I can see deeper. I mean, I knew something wasn't right. I knew they wasn't working for us, man. Nobody really believed me. My wife, I told her thousands of times. She didn't really give me no, you know what I mean? Because truth, how do you know? And how do you do something about it? What you gonna do?
Yeah.
You can't do nothing. You know, it is what it is. But Barry, I think we can. I'm starting to believe we can. We are going to. Like, because we're gonna have to. Because, see, I wanted to tell you this. Let me share my screen here. Look at this right here. Let's get IMF. You ever heard of the IMF?
No.
That's the international. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. International Monetary Fund. Monetary, like money. International Monetary Fund. There it is right there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
International Monetary Fund, IMF.org. Okay. These people, let's see who they say they are. Look. About. The International Monetary Fund is an organization of 190 countries working to foster global monetary cooperation. So basically,
I got my screen here.
huh?
I was talking to somebody. Go ahead.
What does that say? Listen to that word, that sentence. Global monetary cooperation. That means all money around the world is going to work together, right? Secure financial stability, facilitate international trade, promote high employment and sustainable economic growth, and reduce poverty around the world. So, let's see if we can search something. Let's search the Great Reset. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is, the Great Reset. Okay. Now, the IMF works together with the World Economic Forum. Okay. The World Economic Forum, let's go to their website. Maybe we can get to that. My thanks to His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales and to Professor Schwab for bringing us together. Okay, remember those names. Prince of Wales and Professor Schwab. Okay, I know who he is. Whoops. Let's do another one. Let's go to World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum right there. Now, how can I search right here? Yeah, search.
Only 25 degrees where you at?
Yeah, how you know that? Oh, you can see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's warm. That's warm. It was like 2 last week. So here it is. The Great Reset, World Economic Forum. Here's another one right here. Look, COVID-19, the Great Reset, World Economic Forum. The Great Reset, World Economic Forum. There it is. Schwab. Remember that? Klaus Schwab. Okay. So let's go on and just read this. Let's see what they're saying. Now listen to what they're saying. There is an urgent need for global stakeholders to cooperate in simultaneously managing the direct consequences of the COVID-19 crisis. To improve the state of the World Economic Forum is starting the Great Reset Initiative. All right. So they're telling you this is our plan. There's an urgent need for global stakeholders to cooperate in managing the consequences of COVID-19 to improve the state of the world. We're starting the Great Reset, right? So what is the Great Reset? Oh, maybe you can just watch it. What's this? No,
Yeah, I believe we got a video.
No, that ain't it. That's a meeting they had probably in Switzerland, in Davos, Switzerland. That's where these people are out of. But I want to read oh, maybe this is it. Hold on. Yeah, maybe. No, I don't know. Well, I don't see where they let you like read the Great Reset. But I'll tell you how I know about it. There's this Archbishop Carlos Vigano.
One time, team I picked winning, though.
Let's see if we can find the letter. They might have moved it because this is Google. They're not gonna. I don't know. It's probably way down. Yeah, they move stuff they don't like. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is an open letter. Here it is right here. This guy wrote a letter, Archbishop Carlos Soriano. He wrote a letter to Trump. This is what he said. And you can verify this because these people who I just showed you, Klaus Schwab from the Great Reset World Economic Forum, they don't deny this. This is true. It's even on this site somewhere, but I don't know how to find it. I never tried to find it. But they don't deny it. They've been on TV and on videos talking about it, and I've seen them myself. So this is not a claim. They verified this themselves. But what they want to do, I don't know if this is the letter. Yeah, this should be the letter, man. It says, Mr. President. No, this isn't the original letter. This is not.
I'm gonna put down. Where's them? You done ate all of them? No, you ain't even eat none of them, did you?
No, this ain't the original letter. See, this is a newer one.
Okay.
This is a new one, apparently. I want to read the original one. But basically, man, I'll tell you what it said. I wish I could read it because, I'll probably hack it up. But they want to forgive individual debt. So basically, you're gonna can you see me now?
Yeah.
Okay. They want to forgive your debt. So you're going to not have any debt for your house, for your cars, for your property. The government, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, is going to relieve you of all your debt, right? You follow me?
Yeah.
Okay. In exchange, you have to forfeit your right to own private property. Because think about it. If they pay off your house and your car and all your debt, you don't own that stuff anymore. They just paid it off. So you got to agree. You get to keep it, but you don't own it. And that sounds like a pretty okay deal, right? I mean, you know what I mean? You still get to keep it, but you don't own it. So they also, what is it else they want to do? Oh, well, they want everyone to get the vaccine and have a vaccine passport. They want you to carry a vaccine passport and have it up to date. And that's how you function in society. Without that, it's almost like a driver's license or something like a debit card, a bank account. It's like a driver's license, a bank account, and everything wrapped in one. And if yours ain't up to date, you can't buy groceries. It won't work at the stores. You can't probably buy gas, right? You basically can't buy anything or go anywhere. They want to check vaccine passports at the door and at the pump. You probably got to stick the card in or whatever, okay? The reason for that is because it's a program. The vaccine is not important in itself. The vaccine program is what they are after. They want to start a program where you got to get a vaccine, however often they say, starting out one vaccine once a year, or maybe boosters, like COVID, you need 3 to be up to date, okay, or whatever, covered, protected.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so that all right now, that's like it's free. They say it's for your health. They want to protect you, so it's like, what's the big deal? You know what I mean? What's the big deal? But what they really want to do, Barry, is they want to start. If they can get 95% of the people or 90% of the people vaccinated, they can go around to all these stores, big retail companies, and other companies, banks, and they can say, look, we're going to implement the vaccine passport program. We're going to give you so much funds to your business to help you get it started, to implement it, to roll it out. We're going to give you the artwork you need, the logo, the symbols, stick on your doors, and we're gonna, all this. We're gonna give you a grant or a loan or something, no interest loan, whatever. But we're going to start this program, and from now on, when people come to your store, and the stores are going to look at it like this: well, 90% of, and the government's going to tell them this. They're going to say, look, it ain't like you're going to lose business. 90% of the people is vaccinated. When we start the program, the other 10%, they'll give in, at least 5%. So 95% of the people are still going to be able to shop at your store. And we're going to give you the money to help implement the program to get it started so that it's no loss on your part. It's no, and plus, you're going to get our seal of approval. We're going to pat you on the back. We're going to put up a sign, whatever your name, try to sweet talk them to get them to agree. And the businesses are going to say, okay, what the hell ever. Fine. Here, sign here. We're in.
Then just sign their business number.
Well, what happened? They got us all in a program. Everybody, every human being in the country, or if not the planet, they got you on a program. You got to have that card. Now they can name their price. Oh, guess what? Another vaccine. Oh, damn. What's this? We found a new variant. Look at that. Oh, you got to get another vaccine. Well, that one's free. The COVID, the old one, yeah, it's free. But this new one is $25. And you got to have it for all your kids. And now 2 years later down the road, oh, there's another. This one's $75, but you only got to take one per year. The other one's $25, but you got to have boosters. The boosters $15. So, and they could keep on and on and on and on. And it could be salt water. Nothing in the vaccine. You don't know. You don't know if that disease is real. You don't know if the vaccine is just salt water. It probably is. You know what I mean? Like they're going to spend money to research and come up with all this. And when they can just give you salt water and you don't know nothing.
You don't know the difference.
Why would they? Right? So that's what the vaccine's about. They're trying to start a program. So everybody's in. Look at the money, man. That's huge. And they can, anytime they want to, anytime they can come out with a new one. Oh, new vaccine. And insurance covers it, but now you got to pay in the insurance. You know what I'm saying? Insurance go up because we cover your vaccine. So see what I mean? That's all that is. That's exactly what it is. But
they keep telling you get more vaccine, boosters and all.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That once they got that program started where the stores will participate, that's when they got you. Because you can't go out and shop. You can't buy nothing without that vaccine. You're going to have to show it. Like you show ID when you buy Black and Milds. You buy some beer. Mr. Songs. You know what I mean? You got to show ID. Mr. Song always checked your ID, didn't he? You remember Mr. Song?
Yeah.
We used to buy rolling papers in there. And he said, he go, oh, happy smoke, happy smoke, like that. Mr. Song was a trip. You remember Wayne Roberts, the news guy?
Yeah, Brandon Dan.
Wayne Roberts, Mobile 4. Remember him?
Yeah.
Remember that time? Remember that time he saw us in T-Bones? Do you remember that? We was high. Man, me and you was, boy, we was lit up because you know how we do it. Our eyes were all red, squinted, and we were in T-Bones eating in the middle of the day, me and you. And Wayne Roberts came in there and sat down at the table about 2 tables over, and he says, man, he says, you guys look like you've been smoking marijuana. He said it real loud. You don't remember that?
I don't.
Barry,
I don't.
you got up and walked out of the restaurant in the middle of the food meal sitting there. You left. You don't remember that?
That's so long ago.
I can't believe you don't remember that. You was mad because you like, man, what the hell's wrong with him? Calling me out like that in the middle of But we were, man. We were slouched down in the seat, eyes all red. You don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember
I
that?
don't.
But yeah. But man, I forgot the point now.
Same point.
But no, but man, I don't know. I forgot.
That's all good, man. It's coming to an end. We did a solid.
Huh?
So, we're gonna wind it on down for the night. Watch the rest of Super Bowl with your wife.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and watch that. Yeah.
But look, I'm gonna send you the link to this so you can watch it on YouTube yourself.
All right.
And we'll just see what we got to do from there.
Yeah, because I got some more. See, man, I'm telling you, Barry. Listen, man. And a lot of people don't realize it. A lot of people don't know it, or they just, I don't know. They don't want to believe it. Like my wife, she don't want to believe it, and that's kind of her defense. That's how she deals with it. She just balls up in a ball, just like, a kid covering up their head with the covers with the monster. They think the monster's coming, A lot of people, that's how they deal with it. They just ball up in a ball. They don't want to look. But we are becoming slaves, man. Slavery 2.0. That's what's happening right now. And we're this close. We are this close. I'm telling you. They are trying to make us slaves. They're trying to take away our freedoms, take away everything. The right to own private property. They want you to forfeit your right to own private property. They want you to take a universal basic income. That's what it's called, universal basic income. It's a monthly allowance of money from the government.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody gets the same. Yeah, and you got to have the vaccine thing.
Look, think about it. Think about how they can sell that though. Once they tell everybody free money. Ooh.
Yeah.
There it is.
I know.
There's a lot more people that don't have money than do.
Yeah. And Barry, do you want me to tell you something, man? What we were talking about earlier on the phone, we were driving down the road. That's how slavery started. A group of people needed things and they didn't have nothing. So other group of people had some stuff and they said, hey, we'll give you a little bit, but you got to do everything we say from here on out. And you don't own nothing. Nothing is yours. Like slaves couldn't own property. Same thing's what's going on right now. They're trying to reinvent slavery. Slavery 2.0. That's what you need. That's what you need to call this title right here, Slavery 2.0, because Those people I just showed you, the
Swab them.
swabbing them. I'll share my Bitcoin. Look, the Great Reset, the World Economic Forum. Those are the people, the International Monetary Fund. They have a plan put together to improve the state of the world. The World Economic Forum is starting the Great Reset. Just believe that right there, what they just said. Look, the Great Reset. Now, go tomorrow and try to look up what the Great Reset is and shit like that. They'll tell you. They're not trying to hide it. They are not trying to hide it. They're telling you. But the thing they do is they try to make it look pretty. They try to make it look pretty by saying urgent need to cooperate and simultaneously manage direct consequences of COVID-19 crisis. See, that's where they need you on the vaccine. Because they get you on the vaccine, they got you in the program. Then when they got you in the program, they put you on universal basic income, and they'll give you the vaccine, whatever, and then they got you for life.
Yeah.
And your kids. Yeah, and they'll tell you, they'll relieve your debt. This Great Reset will relieve all your debt and provide you a universal basic income. That's part of the deal. But you have to relinquish your right to own private property. That is exactly what slavery was. Slaves couldn't own nothing. They couldn't own property. They didn't have nothing to themselves. They had no rights. They did what they were told. And that's where we're at right now, man. That is exactly what those people are trying to do to us. And do you know who they are? The Federal Reserve. That's who they are. They hide under that title, the Federal Reserve. The people who print our money. That's who these people are. And they're working together with this. It's basically them. Those websites you just saw are basically owned by the same exact 2-3 people who they are. Klaus Schwab, he's a huge one. Bill Gates is with them. Bill Gates is definitely with them. He goes to all their summits. He goes to all their meetings. He's with them. Bill Gates is definitely in that circle. Rothschilds. You might have heard of them before. The Rothschilds are in that circle. They are the Federal Reserve. Those, and George Soros, he's another one. Those people are together, and they're the ones that are behind this. And they're trying to do it, but it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. I'm telling you, man, because you know the kids mean everything. I've been studying this so that I know. I got to know. If my kid's going to go live that life like that, man, I just feel like that's something I got to know. I got to follow this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's bad, man. That is bad. You know, imagine your kids, your girls growing up slaves. And that's the thing I keep telling, like, my wife and my daughter. I tell them this stuff. They're like, okay, I'm Dancing with the Stars is on right now. Like, you know, just like they don't care. I'm like, what are you talking about? Hey, you're women. You're pretty women. It's going to be bad for you because they can take you away and do whatever they wish because you're their property. You're a slave. That's what they did exactly to slaves. They could just go take a young girl. You can vote for these leaders. You can vote them out. And when they steal the vote, you have they got you. You know what I'm saying?
They had to steal that vote. Biden got to go.
I believe, man. I mean, really, and you know, it's not about. I swear to God, it's not about like Trump, Biden, like Cowboys and the freaking Eagles, like a rivalry. It's about us. To me, it's about us. I don't give a damn if Donald Trump. If you could put someone else in there that was equal or better like me, who gets it and who really truly cares. I'm serious. Because that's how I am. I truly care about people. Because my life was so fucked up when I was a
Can't
kid.
save the world, bro.
Yes, I
Can't save everybody, man.
I can't say the world. I need your help. I need you to help me. You see what I'm saying? But the truth is, man, we could be living a lot better life right now. You know?
Oh, definitely.
So next time, let's talk about colors. You know what I mean? Let's talk about color and the tragedy of BLM. Let's talk about that. That's a whole new insight, something I got that I bet you probably maybe 1 or 2 people in the whole country have thought about.
Okay. Well, I may bring somebody up to debate you on that. Not sure if they will. They may have the same ideas as you. Don't know, but we will see.
Bring them on, because I see some things that I believe no one else really noticed about BLM. You know what I'm saying? About the whole George Floyd, all that. Remember I told you I bought the website. I bought the domain.
Yeah.
I own like 40 domains. You know what I mean? And if you want to, we'll flip them. We'll sell them. We'll develop.
You saw I sent you that thing?
Yeah, I saw that.
Flipper.com. That's it. That's how you sell it.
Yeah. Well, maybe we will. You know what I mean? When we get some time. But let's talk about that tomorrow, next time.
Sounds good, man.
George Floyd and the BLM tragedy.
Tomorrow.
All right? Yeah.
Sounds good. Peace.
Peace.